Get ready for the second wave. That's what they're telling you. Georgia has been open for weeks and weeks. Texas, these places have been open, and they are going to do everything they can. You've already seen this reflected in the stock market. There was a big stock market rally that then got turned completely around because the media started with this panic of, oh my gosh, there's a second wave that is here. And they've been saying every 2 weeks for the last 6 to 8 weeks, just wait 2 more weeks. There's going to be a wave. Just wait 2 more weeks. Let me explain to you why we should not believe them. Now, it's a different thing to say the disease is still out there. Yes, of course it is. That there are still people who are getting it. There are still people who are getting hospitalized. There are still people who are dying from it. But the numbers are dramatically lower than they were a few months ago. We have gotten a bit better, according to doctors that I've been speaking to, about treating it. That doesn't mean we have a real therapeutic, but we have gotten better at treating it as a general matter. And also because we're in the summer months now, upper respiratory diseases are less than they are during the winter months. We know this from just life, year in and year out, colds and flu. When does that happen? You know, you go to your drugstore. When are you picking up cold and flu medicine? Not a lot of you are doing that in July. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's rare. It's rare. But now we see, okay, we're supposed to do what exactly? Drag through. Oh, that's right. We're back to this now. Let's drag through more lockdowns. Let's have this continue on where we can't live our lives. Our economy comes to a screeching halt again, and it's all just constrained. They want us to be on economic life support with the federal government funneling cash to us because they understand that that is advantageous for politics. There's nothing they won't do, my friends. The only thing that holds the left back is what will help us. You know, and what are they able to do? That's it. There's no morality. There's no shared sense of decency that is holding them back in a political sense from doing anything or from saying anything, from making any claim. They've completely lost their minds. You know, the old liberals have been defeated. That's what you're seeing right now. I think it's very important to understand that. The old liberalism is now on the way out. This new brand of wokeness, of radicalism, the Jacobins of the Democratic Party are the ones that are calling the shots. They really can't control them anymore. They can't tell the young, the 25-year-old who thinks that someone who says anything they don't like can just be accused of basically committing violence. And therefore, there's a moral obligation to punish and shut down and destroy that person. Words I don't like equals violence. This is a terrible thing for this country. I mean, this is a recipe for the eradication of freedom. Entirely. I mean, to live in a subservient state to the will of the left and the big S state. That's what we are heading for unless we recognize this for what it is. They told us 15 days to stop the spread or to flatten the curve. That was what they told us. And now they're telling us, well, it's really going to be more like maybe 6 months, maybe 12 months, maybe 18 months. That's what we're looking at. No, we didn't sign up for that. I didn't agree to that. My friends, as conservatives, we are going to have to engage in mass noncompliance. Oh, only the left gets to do civil disobedience? I don't think so. If they try to shut us down again in ways that are within our conscience and that are safe, we should say no. We should say that we're not going to do that. We should non-comply. Those of you who are in positions to defy that authority should defy that authority. It's now become a little act of defiance for me every day just to walk outside and to go out in the building. I live in an apartment building. I don't own it. I don't own anything. And I don't wear a mask. I go outside without a mask. I come back in without a mask. I don't do it. That's a little act of defiance right now because you're supposed to, based on an executive order from the government, from the governor of New York State, Cuomo, who's a moron and a bad guy, That's not a legislative act. That's not within his purview to determine. This wouldn't withstand constitutional scrutiny. And, in an emergency, there are certain things that can fly. There are certain things that you're just going to let go. But this is not an emergency. This is now something that is manageable. This is something that we can deal with. And they're acting like they can just turn on that emergency button again as soon as they want. As soon as, we all know this, it is politically useful because they want to have a means of criticizing the upcoming Trump rallies. Because here's what you're going to see at the Trump rallies. Tens of thousands of people gathered together who support this president, who support his agenda, who believe in law and order, who want the economy to be restored, and who I think have started to get a sense of how endangered freedom really is in this country. Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.